Members of the committee, and council, we will come to order. If you all will take your seats. I apologize in advance. I am not contagious, but I am still trying to get over the allergies that hit me. So I'm from time to time will cough and sound like I am more ill than I really am. It is, unless you can get an allergen to pollen from another human, you all are safe. 2013-862 approves an application for a grant of $25,000 from Bloomberg Philanthropies for a program to mentor middle school students. Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. 862 is recommended. 863, Councilmembers Stein and Pardue, approves an application for a state delinquency prevention grant of $17,000 for a program to mentor middle school students. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. 863 is recommended. 864, Councilmembers Claiborne, Stein, and Tigert, approves a grant of $12,233.11 from the Friends of Two Rivers Mansion to the Metro Parks and Recreation Department to provide partial funding for a parks employee. Second. Any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. 864 is recommended. 865, Councilmembers Stein and Maynard, approves a sole source contract with Zoetis for animal vaccines for the Public Health Department. Moved and seconded. Do we know?
It is a sole source contract, so
okay.
It's proper.
Is there any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. 865 is recommended. 867, Councilmembers Stein and Pardue, approves an annual Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant of $490,328 to the Metro Police Department for technology upgrades, supplies, and training. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. 867 is recommended. 868, Councilmembers Stein and Pardue, approves a second amendment to a federal grant of $552,040 to the Metro Fire Department to create a professional development program and acquire a driver simulator to train fire department personnel by extending the term of the grant through March 1st, 2014. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. 868 is recommended. We move to bills on second reading. I'll read both 526 and 527, but both are to be deferred at the request of the administration, so we'll take them together without objection. 526, Councilmembers Stein and Westerholm approves an amendment to the Metro Code to authorize the establishment of an in-line of duty clinic. And 527, Councilmembers Stein and Westerholm approves a contract with Concentra for operation of the Metro in-line of duty medical clinic. May I have a motion to defer? For one meeting, I believe?
Yes.
Motion to move for one meeting. It is seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor of deferral say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. 526 and 527 are deferred for one meeting. 544 amends the Metro Code relative to retiree medical benefits. May I have a motion? It's moved and seconded. Mr. Cooper, this is housekeeping, but would you address that briefly?
Sure. In December of last year, when the council approved the change from 5-year back to 10-year vesting, part of what the council approved was a new contribution structure or premium contribution structure for new employees hired after January 1st of 2013 when they retire. Inadvertently, that ordinance did not include any provisions for those employees that had between 5 and 10 years of service at the time that change was made. So this would put in the contribution rate of 25% for Metro and 75% for the employee for those that are, I believe that's right. Yeah, the employees would pay, for those within between 5 and 10 years, the employees would pay 75% and Metro 25%.
And none of that is a surprise to anyone?
No, that was factored in at the time. It just wasn't spelled out in the bill.
Councilman Garrett, you?
Mr. Chairman, I just want to know the board knows about this.
Any further discussion on 544? Seeing none, those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. 544 is recommended. 545, Councilman Stein, establishes the property tax relief program for low-income elderly residents of the Metro government for the fiscal year 2013-2014. Moved and seconded. Mr. Cardwell is actually under the weather. Tony Grigsby is here if we have any questions. Are there any discussion on this excellent program? Seeing none, those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. 545, Councilman Garrett.
I'm sorry, but just correct me if I'm wrong. Are we the only county that actually, is this the property tax? Are we the only county that actually still matches what the state does?
I don't know.
When this was first started, Davidson County was the only county that actually matched what the state did. I don't know if any other counties had.
I think Williamson does now too, but there's a few. But Davidson actually is the only one that double matches now, which is a great program.
I just wanted folks to know we do more than what is required, and proud to do it. But for a long time, we were the only one to do it at all. Thank you.
One of the many ways that we lead. Any other discussion? Councilman Maynard?
We also have the freeze program, which freezes tax rates for senior citizens who qualify as well. One of the challenges that Mr. Caldwell and his office has is they have no budget for marketing. So one of the things that we may want to consider as a body is when I talk to Mr. Caldwell about getting the word out, they have no budget for marketing and making sure that everyone who could qualify, because they have all the data, that they make sure that they provide that information to them, but not just by putting something in the letter that comes with their property tax statement.
Councilman Claiborne.
That's one of the things that the district council members are supposed to be good at, is making sure that the people in their district know about that and get on that.
And I would say what we certainly do, and as we obviously know Charlie Cardwell's amenable, we'll sit down with him a little bit and talk about how we can gin that up some. Any further discussion? Seeing none, those in favor of 545 say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. 545 is recommended. 546, I'm also going to ask for a motion to defer for one meeting. 546, Council Members Stein, Hunt, and Langster approves a lease agreement between the Metropolitan Government and the Christine P. Nall Living Trust for the building located at 339 21st Avenue North to be used for an injury on duty medical clinic. May I have a motion to defer? And a second? Councilman Claiborne?
I have a question when this comes back to us. On page 4, under 527, that location's listed at 337 21st Avenue, and on page 7 of Mr. Cooper's analysis, 2013-546, that location's listed at 339 21st Avenue. So I don't know if that's a typo or that can probably be cleaned up when it comes back.
I'm sure it is, but we will have that cleaned up. Thank you. See, it keeps them on the toes when somebody reads this stuff. Thank you. Any other discussion on 546? Seeing, this is the motion to defer. Those in favor of deferral for one meeting say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. It is deferred for one meeting. Thank you, members of the committee. Councilman Garrett.
I don't want to belabor the point, but just in case something happens dramatically in Washington that causes the worst to happen, I would at least like for our council or Rich to let me know at least how and if and when this might affect any part of Metro, not tonight, but tomorrow or whatever. If somebody calls and wants to know, I'm sure somebody will be looking or asking or whatever. But if things don't go well in Washington, what may or when it might affect, if it does, us. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Eveling, you'll take that under. Thank you. Thank you all very much. We stand adjourned.